From the BSNBCS studios, this is your morning news with Valentia Les Flores and Camila Melendez.
Who run the world? Girls. Who run the world? Girls. Who run the world?
Good morning, BSNBCS.
March is Women's History Month. Our episode will consist of female contributions to our society. Today is Monday, March 13, 2023. Welcome to the show. My name is Valentia Les Flores.
And I'm Camila Melendez. Good morning, everyone. Women have shaped our world in so many ways. We take this time out to thank all the women who make our world better. Just look at the many teachers, administrators, and support staff that keep our building growing and learning.
Leaders come in all shapes, sizes, and colors, and that even makes me think about my mom and how she takes care of all of us.
Wow, Valentia, that's a great person to aspire to and an even more amazing goal. Let's jump right into the news.
In national news, Women's History Month is a celebration of women's contributions to history, culture, and society and has been observed annually in the month of March in the United States since 1987. Women's History Month 2023 will take place from Wednesday, March 1st to Friday, March 31st, 2023. Since 1987, the United States has formally recognized March as National Women's History Month. Every woman has a story to tell and gifts to share with the world, so get ready, because this month is about honoring magnificent ladies, and we are ready to celebrate it to the fullest. Celebrate this Women's Month by supporting women chasing their dreams and fulfilling her educational needs by finding her right scholarships from around the world.
Women's Spotlight. Stephanie L. Cinnamon was born in Clinton Hill, Brooklyn. She was elected to the 56th District in the New York State Assembly on November 3, 2020, to represent the historic neighborhoods of Bedford-Stuyvesant and Crown Heights in Brooklyn. She joins the legislature as an experienced government nonprofit and small business professional who has pioneered efforts in workforce development and healthy aging initiatives. Ms. Cinnamon also spoke highly for our school. During our recertification here in October, she wrote, BSNBCS is a school that is dedicated to providing youth from at-risk populations with rigorous, well-rounded, and community-driven learning opportunities. As a school that provides a positive educational option for families with students with disabilities and English language learners, I support their mission. We salute her as a phenomenal woman. Thank you for being supportive of all that we do here at BSNBCS.
Wow, those are some beautiful words from Ms. Zinnerman.
I know, right? It's such an inspiring story to see how she's helping our community. Next up, sports with Marieli Cruz.
The U.S. Soccer Federation announced Wednesday that it has reached a deal to pay the U.S. men's national team and the U.S. women's national team equally, eliminating a contentious pay gap that saw female players earning less. U.S. Soccer President Cindy Paolon-Cohn said in a statement, "These agreements have changed the game forever here in the United States and have the potential to change the game around the world." In February, the governing body and the women's team announced a settlement to resolve the long-standing pay dispute, with the federation agreeing to pay the two teams equally and the next union contract give the women's team $22 million in back pay. In BSNBCS Sports News, the Bulldogs have been taking charge of their season. This makes the third straight win for our Fighting Bulldogs. Let's recap the last two successful games. Monday, March 6, BSNBCS versus Coney Island Middle, 40-35. Abdul Azaka, 23 points, and Noah Williams with 5 points. In the last game, the Bulldogs played BSNBCS versus Summit, 27-22. Abdul Azaka, 11 points, and Noah Williams, 10 points. Since it's Women's History Month, shout out to Coach Brickhouse. Keep up the good work, Bulldogs. That's your sports news. Back to you, newsroom.
Hi, this is Chelsea Ahing from 5B with your Unscramble Winners segment update. A big thank you goes out to everyone who participated. Last week we had so many responses. No one won a prize. Now let's take a look at our new Unscramble of the Week. Are you ready? sure send your answers to Miss V. Jones. The classes with the most correctly spelled words will win the prize. That's your Unscramble Puzzle of the Week. Back to you, newsroom.
Thank you, Chelsea, and congrats to the classes who participated and answered correctly.
So many classes sent Ms. Jones the correct answers. We haven't been able to give out any prizes yet, but I'm sure with the word creation challenge, we're going to have a winner. Joining us now is our SGA to tell us about upcoming school events.
Good morning, BSNBCS. I'm Jemiah, your SGA president.
And I'm Sandy, your SGA secretary.
And these are your school updates. First on the agenda, the SGA has been advocating against gun violence in our community. As a part of this initiative, the BSNBCS family has been asking our Best Start community to join us in the push for a safer environment. We are happy to announce our gun violence project has been accepted by Councilman Osei's office.
Yes, we are one step closer to getting our project supported with funds by our city council members.
Next Wednesday, we will present at Restoration Plaza. We will have an opportunity to pitch our idea to the community for support.
Voting on this project will begin on March 25th to April 2nd.
We encourage everyone to get the word out and vote.
March is Women's History Month.
Yes, we would like to celebrate our leaders, Ms. Brown, Ms. Ball, Ms. Flores, and Ms. L.R. Garcia.
Oh, just like Michelle Obama and Kamala Harrison, these are women are examples of strong leadership.
We are so grateful to have such wonderful examples.
Let's keep celebrating this greatness all month long.
Also look forward to the Liberty and Justice play on March 13th.
We also have another play about the life of Frida Kahlo on campus on March 15th. Be sure to check them out.
Lastly, as a reminder for grades 3 to 8, Saturday Academy has begun from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. This is a great opportunity to get extra support in ELA and math that you may need to boost those grades up. Speak to your teachers about how you can sign up to attend.
These are your SGA school updates. Back to you, newsroom.
Thanks, SGA, for all of the important updates we need to keep track of. Joining us now is Fardeen with our Storm Team weather.
Good morning, I'm Fardeen from 6B with your Storm Team forecast. Let's take a look at what's happening with the weather this week. Today we have a high of 46 degrees with a low of 37 degrees. The humidity is at 79% with the precipitation at 80%. The sun will rise at 7:11 and will set at 7 p.m. To protect yourself, please be sure to wear a jacket. And moving on to your 7-day forecast. We have a week full of about everything. Some rain, snow, wind, and 1 day of sunshine. Our temperatures this week will mostly range in the low to mid 40s and 50s. But look out for Saturday because that's the hottest day of the week with a temperature of 51 degrees. It may feel like a spring day, but watch out for showers later in the day. That's it for your 7-day forecast. Back to you, newsroom. Thanks so much, Fardeen, for the weather. Our 82 newscast participated in a charter school rally in Manhattan a few days ago. Here's our In the Field segment with Jemiah Nimmons.
Good morning, I'm Jemiah Nimmons with the NFL segment in Manhattan. Today we are at the Charter School Pet Rally to get more charter schools. Charter schools are important like ours because it helps Black and brown students achieve and strive.
So I just want to talk a little bit about why charter schools are important. They provide the community with the best opportunity to offer innovation and greater educational opportunities for the kids in our community. It's an important tool for equity to give Black and brown people the best opportunity to provide the kind of education they want for their children.
We need more charter schools because we have to be able to give parents the choice to pick their option for school for their children. There are so many charter schools that are innovative, that are creative, that are bilingual, where students are thriving, they're multicultural, and without having choice, it's really taking away from parents.
Why do you think we need charter schools?
Because look at you. Look at what you're doing. Look at what your school is doing. They're getting you ready and prepared to be the next what? Journalist, the next person that we see like Hoda on the TV, right?
Yes.
So that's why it's important, because we need more of you, and we need more schools that put into you, important to you, like your school does.
And that's more information from
Natasha Cherry Perez from the New York Charter Schools Association.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jemiah, for that report. Out of 1,700 public schools, charter schools only have 216 schools, which is its limit at the moment. Members of the rally stressed the point that all parents and students have the right to choose what schools their students attend. Those options should not be available to only affluent communities, but every community. Thanks so much, Jemiah, for that compelling report.
Up next is a Women's History Month Spotlight. This phenomenal woman has done a lot in her life. She has been an Olympian, author, and an activist. She came to our school a month ago, and during that time, we had an opportunity to ask her about her life and how she came to write her new book.
Hello there, my name is Idara Otu, and I am the author of The Miraculous Masquerade. I had the pleasure of reading to kindergarten and first and second graders today and taking you through the journey through the eyes of young Emma and Eno on their first adventure to the masquerade that takes place in Nigeria. This book I wrote a couple years ago really to bring out our culture and showcase the culture of my heritage with other children in America. It is a beautiful culture, and I think that the harvest time masquerades that happen in Nigeria is very similar to the Thanksgiving celebration that we have here in America. There are so many ties between African American culture as well as African culture, and I love to see that come alive in a colorful story like The Miraculous Masquerade. A couple quick insights on who I am. I'm actually born and raised in Brooklyn, a public school graduate, and this is my first children's book, and the inspiration for this book really was to see myself in a colorful story, as well as just share the story of the masquerade because it's such a fun time. Other than that, I also run a charity, and we are building a school in Nigeria, an elementary school. And this was the first story to really showcase some of the work that happens there, as well as just trying to bridge the gap in cultures. A couple other interesting things about me: I am an athlete. So for those of you that play sports, you can do so many different things, and I'm not just an author. I was an athlete, a professional athlete at that. I ran track and field, and I also work in finance. So many things to talk about in those three things that I just mentioned, but I really hope you enjoyed the book for those who heard me read it today, and share it with your friends throughout the rest of this month and the rest of your lives. Thank you.
She was definitely inspiring. Just think, she was an Olympian and author. She must have had a lot of focus to do all of that.
I know, Valentia. Someday I dream of being as prominent as these women. Do you know both Vice President Harris and former First Lady Obama are lawyers? Joining us now is our Spanish recap with Emily Soto.
Hola, soy Emily Soto y este es tu resumen en español. En noticias nacionales, el mes de la historia de la mujer es una celebración a las contribuciones de las mujeres a la historia, la cultura y la sociedad, y se celebra anualmente en el mes de marzo en los Estados Unidos, desde 1987. El mes de la historia de la mujer 2023 tendrá lugar del miércoles 1 de marzo al viernes 31 de marzo de 2023. Celebremos este mes de la mujer apoyando a las mujeres que persiguen sus sueños y satisfacen sus necesidades educativas, encontrando las becas adecuadas en todo el mundo. En noticias locales, nuestras mujeres se destacan. Stephanie L. Zimmerman fue elegida para la Asamblea del Estado de Nueva York en el Distrito 56, el 13 de noviembre de 2020, para representar los vecindarios históricos de Bedford-Stuyvesant y Crown Heights en Brooklyn. La saludamos como una mujer fenomenal. Gracias por apoyar lo que hacemos aquí en BSNBCS. En deportes, la Federación de Fútbol de Estados Unidos anunció el miércoles que llegó a un acuerdo para pagar por igual a la Selección Nacional Masculina de Estados Unidos y la Selección Nacional Femenina de Estados Unidos, eliminando una polémica brecha salarial que hacía que las jugadoras ganaran menos. Sandy Caro-Brown, presidenta de la Federación de Fútbol de Estados Unidos, dijo en un comunicado: estos acuerdos han cambiado el juego para siempre aquí en los Estados Unidos y también tienen el potencial de cambiar el juego en todo el mundo. I'm Emily Soto from 7B, and this has been your Spanish recap. Back to you, Newsroom.
Thank you, Emily, for that report.
Affirmations are a great way to encourage yourself when you're not feeling your best. Let's end our broadcast the way we do every time.
Affirmation time!
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I'm important.
I'm important.
I'm determined.
I'm determined.
I'm resilient.
I'm resilient.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I'm important.
I'm
by yourself.
I am powerful. I am important. I am determined. I am resilient.
Your life has a
Meaning.
You were born for a
Reason.
You were birthed for a
Purpose.
and it will be your go-to.
Find it.
Because one day in this world, you will use your footprint to leave in.
Imprint.
And you will use your footprint to leave in.
Imprint.
Now turn to your partner and say,
I believe in you. Do you believe in yourself?
turn to someone else and say,
I believe in you. Do you believe in yourself?
now point to the most important person in this room and say,
I believe in me. I believe in myself.
say it like you mean it,
I believe in me. I believe in myself.
and don't let anyone tell you otherwise.
Period.
Thanks for that affirmation. Remember, you can use this affirmation to encourage yourself whenever you need it. As always, we will be reciting this affirmation every broadcast.
Well, that's our show.
I'm Valentina Les Flores.
And I'm Camila Melendez, bringing you the latest news around the globe. Thank you for being with us, and see you next time!